Hey guys, hi. Welcome once again to an amazing session. A huge shout out to all the students who have been supporting the webinars and supporting the master classes till now. It's amazing to see each and every one of you each and every time in every master class. Hey guys, hi, how are you guys doing? All good? All great? Did you guys miss me or not? Yeah, you did? No? But I miss you. I miss you guys a lot. So guys, again, good evening to each and every one of you and welcome once again to an amazing masterclass. This is Abhishek, Master Teacher of Physics at Vedantu. I personally handle 9th and 10th standard. Okay, many of you guys might know me, many of you guys are my students. So welcome to this session. Okay, and once again, a very huge thanks to each and every one of you who has supported us till now. Okay? So without spending any more time, let's go for today's session and let's see what are we going to learn today. We're not going to study, we are going to learn today. Let's see what is that. But before that, for people who don't know me, I just have one thing, that is this. Yes, for people who don't know me and people who don't know what we're going to do today, this is it. We are going to understand how to score 100% marks in CBSE 10 board examinations for magnetic effects of electric current chapter. Now you guys must have seen my previous videos, or if you have not seen, go and check it out. We have totally done about 3 to 4 videos on magnetic effects of electric current. In one of the videos I have covered DC motor, in one of the videos I have covered AC generator, in one of the videos I have covered important questions on magnetic effects. So if you have not seen that, please go and check it out after this particular webinar. Cool. After this particular masterclass, go check out them as well. Now, in today's webinar, although it's not possible to take the entire chapter in just 1 hour, we'll try to take up one of the most important topics from this chapter. And I'm taking this particular topic today. The only reason because I've been getting many emails from many students asking me to take this topic, telling me, sir, you have taken all the important topics, take this as well. Take it? So that's what we're going to do today. I'll let you know what is the topic which you're going to take. But before that, this is me. My name is Abhishek. Take it. I'm an aerospace engineer. Obviously, B.Tech aerospace engineer. I passed out in 2017, basically. And I have been teaching from past 5 to 6 years. Even in my college days, also in my, after my college days, I have been teaching continuously. And I have mentored more than 5,000 students for physics and helped thousands of students to get a CGPA of 10 and, 100 percentile for a lot of students for physics subject. Take it. And I'm also a proud inventor of Rocket Pro course. If you guys don't know what is Rocket Pro, many of you guys are waiting for Rocket Pro to be launched. I know that I've been getting emails for that as well. What is Rocket Pro? Rocket Pro is nothing but the only online practical learning course in which you learn the rocket design, and which you learn aircraft design, and also you learn how to build them and launch them by yourself. Not only technical aspects, but also practical learning. Take care. So that happens only for 10 hours, and in 10 hours, you know how to build your own rocket, you build it and you launch it as well. Take care. So that's what we do. So now without spending any more time, let's start today's session. I just want each and every one of you to keep one thing in your mind. What is that one thing? This is that one thing. Keep this thing in your mind always throughout this session in your life. A champion is defined not by their wins, but by how they can recover when they fall. And this is said by one of the most famous sportive personalities, Serena Williams, correct? You know who she, right? So basically, guys, this quote means to say that you will be facing a lot of critical numericals in CBSE 10 standard, and you might not be able to do many of them, but trust me, the more you practice each and every question, the better you guys are going to become. Yes or no? Do you guys agree with me? Do you guys agree that practice makes a man perfect, and also smart work and hard work gives you the fruit? Yes, you agree with me? Yeah? I can see many of you guys telling me yes. Such a proud moment. Very good, guys. All of you guys are brilliant. So all my brilliant students, let's see what are we going to learn today. So what are the takeaways from today's masterclass? That is at the end of some 15 minutes or 1 hour, what are you going to take away home? Those are important CBSE 10th concepts and problems on magnetic field due to a current carrying conductor, and we will focus on a straight conductor, circular coil as well as solenoid. all the things related to a straight conductor, circular coil, solenoid, major concepts, and the right way to learn them, and also the questions which have come in your previous CBSE 10th board papers. All these things we'll be discussing today itself. Isn't that amazing? That's what we're going to do today, guys. That's what we're going to do today. So buckle up. Let's start this session. Many of you guys would be aware of this concept. Many of you guys must have studied this, but you have never studied it the right way. So let me teach you guys the right way. Let's learn together. So basically, starting this session with a very minor simple question which once has come in our CBSE 10 board examination. Once it has come. That question is nothing but this question. Go for it and tell me what is the answer to this question, guys. Tell me what is the answer. Go for it. And just give me 1 second. Just give me 1 second. There is small notification. Yeah, now I can see. Yes, now I hope you can see the entire screen. Go for it, guys. Who discovered the link between electricity and magnetism? Is it Andrew Ampere, Michael Faraday, Hans Christian Ørsted, or James Clerk Maxwell? What is the answer to this question? I'll give you exactly 10 seconds to choose your options, and I want a rampage of those options in my YouTube chat right now. Oh, amazing. I could see many of you guys gave me the correct answer. You have 5 more seconds, my students. Your time ends in 3, 2, and 1. Time is done, and I could see some brilliant student and many brilliant students giving the correct answer also and giving me a wrong option also, but that's okay. Now that's what you're going to learn. The correct answer to this question is no one else but Hans Christian Ørsted. He is the person who actually discovered the link between electricity and magnetism. So the link between electricity and magnetism was discovered by him. Ampere discovered or showcased electricity, and Michael Faraday, obviously he is the major person who discovered the concept of electromagnetic induction, magnetism and all, but the link was created by Ørsted before Michael Faraday. So Michael Faraday, if you have given me the answer, you are pretty close to the answer, but it's not the correct answer, it's Ørsted. So let me take you guys to a story where you will see how Ørsted actually got this idea that electricity and magnetism are interrelated to each other. Let us see that. And in this way, you will understand the first topic for today. That is, what is the magnetic field carried by a straight current carrying conductor? You will understand that by just understanding the story of Mr. Ørsted. So let's just look into it. Cool. So let me show you how does Ørsted look like. This is the guy, guys. This is the guy who actually destroyed all of your lives. He is the reason why all of you guys are studying the chapter Magnetic Effects of Electric Current. Cool? So if you guys find him somewhere on the crowd, shoot him up. I'm telling you. Okay. So let's go forward and try to understand what did Ørsted do. Basically, one day, Ørsted with his group of colleagues was working on a table. On his own experimental lab, he was working on a table. He was actually working on an electrical circuit. On what? He was working on an electrical circuit. Cool. With battery, wires, resistors, everything connected, all good. He was working on it. But by mistakenly or somehow, at one end of the table, there was a compass, a magnetic needle. There was a compass. Okay? Now all of you guys know that the compass, the directional compass which we use everywhere, that compass has a magnetic needle. It is not any other needle, but it's a magnetic needle. The thing which keeps on vibrating, correct? Like a clock watch tick. Same way, it has a magnetic needle. So giving you a context about it, if this particular magnetic needle must deflect, there must be a magnet near it. Correct? No, for obvious reasons. A magnetic needle can only be deflected by a magnet because a magnet has its own magnetic field. So if there is a magnetic field, the magnetic needle will deflect, obviously. Correct? So that keeping apart, now when Ørsted is working on his electrical circuit, as soon as he turned on the switch, he realized that the compass there deflected. He was completely scared because that time magnetic field concept was not existing. There was no reason why he could believe that it is happening due to a magnetic field. So he was just testing out, and then he switched it off. Then he realized that the compass might be, broken or something. So he kept it back again there, and he turned on the switch back again. And then he realized that the deflection now again happens. At that particular moment, he concluded, whenever he turns on the switch of the electrical circuit, the electric current starts flowing through the circuit, and due to this electric current, there must be a magnetic field generated, due to which that magnetic field affects the compass magnetic needle and it has a deflection. There itself, within 5 minutes, he concluded that. But he didn't stop his work there. He moved forward to give you guys 4 more conclusions. Now let's try to understand what are those 4 conclusions, and with that we will understand the magnetic field through a straight current carrying conductor. So I hope all of you guys are able to imagine how Oersted was working. Correct? Isn't that amazing? All the things in science are actually happening by mistake, and you understood that how it happened by mistake. Correct? So great job guys, all the best. So let's move on, try to understand what are the properties given by Mr. Oersted. Cool? Now, first property he gave, first thing he said, that magnetic field cannot exist without an electric field. An electric field cannot exist without a magnetic field. This is what he said. So what he meant by this statement is, whenever a current is passing through any circuit, there must be a magnetic field generated. That's what he said. Now it's amazing to realize all the circuit, all the wires passing through your houses, the wires passing through your laptops, your mobile phones, everything must be producing a magnetic field. Correct? That's what he said. Now, if you look into it very carefully, electric field and magnetic field, they look like bro, correct? They are like bros. Like both of them are bhai. They are like bro. If magnetic field is not there, electric field is not there, electric field is not there, magnetic field is not there. Correct? How is it related? It is exactly related to this question. Look into this question and tell me, can current flow without potential difference? Can current flow without potential difference? What do you guys think? Oh yeah, it can move? Hell no. What do you guys think? Oh yeah, hell no. Please put the options. Please tell me, is it oh yeah or is it hell no? That current flow without potential difference. Can it happen? Exactly correct guys. Awesomely well done. Very good. I could see many of you guys telling me, hell no sir. Exactly correct guys. You are bang on. Current cannot flow without a potential difference at all. It cannot. Until unless there is a potential difference created, current can't move at all. So that's correct. Similar to this, how current is dependent upon potential difference, similar to this, if there is an electric field, there must be a magnetic field. That's what was Oersted's first conclusion. Second thing he said very clearly, that now look into the experiment which you can see in front of you. Carefully look into the diagram. Okay. So first, Oersted was experimenting in this way, where he has a battery, a switch, a circuit, and basically a magnetic compass needle underneath it or nearby. He turned on the switch and then he realized that whenever current passes through it, magnetic needle moves. It deflects. He thought, what will happen if we change the direction of the current? What will happen if we change the direction of the current? Will the needle deflect in the same direction or will the needle deflect in the opposite direction? When he changed the direction of the current by, changing the polarity of the battery, initially if you see positive is here, negative is here. Now he changed it, he kept negative here and positive here, and he turned on the switch. He realized that the compass needle also moved in this direction. Before it was moving in this direction, now it moved in this direction. So before it was anti-clockwise, now he started moving in clockwise direction. Isn't that amazing? So then he concluded that if the direction of the electric field changes, direction of the current changes, then the direction of magnetic field also changes completely. That was the second conclusion given by Mr. Oersted. Now let's try to focus on what did he say for third conclusion. Third conclusion was the most interesting one. He thought, let's realize this, he thought, what if, now without changing the direct increase or will it decrease? So guys, what do you guys think? If I value of current also, magnetic field changes. If you increase the current value, magnetic field increases. If you decrease the current value, magnetic field decreases. So this major three conclusions was given by Mr. Oersted. With this, you didn't only understand what was the story of Oersted, how he discovered this, but you also understood how is the magnetic field passing through a straight current carrying conductor look like. Let me tell you how. Let me take you through the next topic which you're going to study right now, which is this. Think about this and tell me. If you go back and look into this particular picture here, the compass for both the figures is at the bottom. What will I do now? Again, I'll put forward a CBSE 10th question, one of the very critical questions, also called as a HOTS question, which we call it as higher order thinking skills question. Let me see how many of you guys have that higher order thinking. Think about this, guys. The magnetic compass needles rotate in which direction? Like you have one magnetic needle here, one magnetic needle here, magnetic needle A, magnetic needle B. Okay? So think about it. One of them is below the wire and the other one is above the wire. Assuming, I'll give you the direction of the current also. Assuming if the current is moving in this direction, through the wire, it's coming in this direction, moving through this direction. Think and tell me, the compass which is below and the compass which is above the wire, both of them are going to move in the same direction, or going to move in the opposite directions. What do you guys think? Many of you guys might be critically thinking this question, correct? That's why it is a higher order thinking skills. To get the answer to this question, let me take you through a journey. Okay, we'll come back to this question exactly after 5 minutes and you will be able to do this question like that and many more similar questions. I'll give you that also. So moving forward, let's try to understand what happens through a straight conductor when we pass an electricity. Okay, look at this setup here. Here, I have a copper wire, a cardboard. Here is a small cardboard or a piece of paper. So it is like you know, if I take up this, this is the cardboard and the copper wire is inserted into this at the middle. And this is not hollow, okay, this is completely filled up as you can see. And this is inside it now. Now on this particular cardboard, what we will do basically, we will put lot and lot of iron fillings. Iron fillings means powder of iron, or you know, iron. I believe all of you guys know what is iron, correct? IRON, iron, or any other metal which is a very good you know, magnet pulling capability is there. So yes, I'll take iron fillings and we'll just pour it on the cardboard. Now why are we doing this? We just want to know why are we doing this, correct? That's the most important thing. Why are we studying this? We just want to know, if I have a conductor which is straight, how does the magnetic field look like for that particular conductor when current passes through? Because Oersted already said very clearly that current passing, magnetic field generated. So let's try to understand how does it look like. How does it look like? Correct. So when this experiment is performed, we see something like this. Very carefully look forward in front of you. This is an experiment where there is a straight wire which you see in front of you. As soon as it turned on, you can see these are the iron fillings and this is the cardboard on which iron fillings is there, the cardboard or a glass plate or anything. You see very carefully that the iron fillings near the copper wire, what is happening to them? They are forming concentric circles, aren't they? Look very carefully. They are forming concentric circles. That's amazing. This was the conclusion of this experiment. If I have a straight current carrying conductor, and if I put magnetic material, if I put iron fillings around it, if I turn on this switch, current passing through that conductor, we will see that all the iron fillings are forming a concentric circle. Now the question comes, why are they forming concentric circles? Why are they not forming a triangle? Why not a cylinder? Why not anything else? But why are they forming just concentric circles? This brings us to the conclusion that magnetic field is like a wave. You must be thinking, what is that? Imagine, guys. I believe all of you guys have really good imagination. Imagine you are in front of a pond or a swimming pool. You just throw a stone in the center of the swimming pool or in the center of the pond. What will happen? From that particular point, ripples will be created. Yes or no? Ripples. Waves will be created. When I look at from the top, how does it look like? When I look at from the top view, when I look at from, I will see that the ripples look like this. Yes or no? They look like circles moving forward. Concentric circles. Exactly? Agreed to me? All of you agree to me? Give me a yes or no. All of you agree? All of you have tried this? Putting stone in the ponds, putting stone in the swimming pool. Have you guys tried it or not? Great job. If you have tried it, you know this. Similar to this, the magnetic field also exists. If I have a conductor passing through that center, if I have a conductor, from that conductor, the magnetic field will be like circles. And that circle's radius will keep on increasing every step. So they are like concentric circles whose radius is continuously increasing. That's it. That's how a magnetic field through a straight current carrying conductor looks like. And this is a straightforward CBSE 10th question. Cool. But then the story doesn't end there. The story does not end there. Because we noticed one more thing. If you notice here very carefully in this diagram, initially when I turned on the switch, all the iron fillings formed turned and formed circles, concentric circles. But then the same thought which came to Aristotle also. What happens if I change the direction of the current? Here the direction of the current is, anti-clockwise. Here the direction of the current is clockwise. What will happen to the magnetic field also? It must obviously change. That's what is said by Aristotle, correct? So the direction change, and when you do this experiment in your house, you will see very carefully all the iron fillings was initially like this. You turned on the switch and all the iron fillings turned to form a circle. All of them turned to form a circle. The moment you change the direction of the current, the magnetic fillings, the iron fillings which were like this, they will turn. You will see them turning like that. And now they will start forming circles like this in the opposite direction. Just realize, you will be able to see the iron filling changing from this to this. How amazing that would be. So try it out in your house if you can. Okay, definitely try it out. So that is how magnetic field to a straight conductor look like, and you understood now that the direction changes. And this part is taken very seriously in CBSE 10th. They ask you questions like this, which I'm going to ask you now. This question is there in your NCERT, and this question has come plenty of times in CBSE 10th. Please make a note of it. The question is here. Okay, the question looks like this. Where is it? Oh yes, it's here. Question looks like this. A current through a horizontal power line flows in east to west, north, south, east, west, flows from east to west direction. What is the direction of magnetic field at a point directly below it and directly above it? This is interesting. There are two options, A and B. Correct? So this is very critical. In your examination, the options will not be given. What will we do? You cannot even guess also. Correct? And the question is not asked whether magnetic field is generated or not. They are asking you the direction, very specific. What is the direction of magnetic field? This is where the trick comes, and many of you guys know the answer also. I can see many of you guys putting the answer also in YouTube chat. How do you find the direction of magnetic field in this kind of scenarios? You go back and you see that the direction of magnetic field is given by nothing else but right hand thumb rule. You notice very carefully? Yes. This is one of the most important topics from this particular chapter, my dear students. So please make a note of it right now. Now let me tell you what is right hand thumb rule. Before going forward, all of you guys enjoying this session till now? All of you guys enjoying? It's already been 20 minutes. All of you guys good? Doing great? Very simple concepts till now. Also solving plenty of CBSE 10th questions. Great job, guys. Oh, is it? You're enjoying? Oh, I'm also enjoying because I'm getting plenty of answers from you and I'm really happy to see that. Proud of all of you. So let's move forward. Okay? Let's move forward and try to understand how is the direction of magnetic field affecting you. Before starting this, I would like to tell all of you that, guys, if you face any doubts in between, no, don't worry. You can always put the doubts at the end of this video as comments. Okay? I will definitely look into it. I just don't want to disturb the flow, because your doubts may get solved in the course of the video. If it is not getting solved, you'll put down as comments after this particular video is over, live video is over. And also you can do one more thing, that is at the end of this video, I'll share my email ID to all of you. You can send me the doubts on email ID as well. You can also tell me that, sir, the session was good, the session was bad, sir. You can tell me that on email ID as well, on my email also. I'll definitely look into that. You can give me your feedback as well. Okay? Now, right hand thumb rule. It says a very interesting thing, which you can see in front of you as well. If I take a wire, imagining that the current is moving in the upward direction. Just imagine it's moving in the upward direction. I will take my right hand, perfectly a right hand. I've seen many of the students doing a mistake taking their left hand. It's a right hand thumb rule. Take your right hand. So taking my right hand, keeping the current's direction as my thumb. So current is moving upward, my thumb will also point upward. Okay? Okay, kept it. So as you can see, current is moving upward, my thumb is also upward direction, correct? Now what we'll do? We will wrap around our fingers around this conductor. We'll wrap around. So when we wrap around, this wrapping around will give us the direction of magnetic field. Got my point? Understand this. Current moving upward, magnetic field's direction is given by the direction in which the fingers are wrapping around. So when the current is going upward, the finger is wrapping around like anti-clockwise. Correct? Try it yourself. Try it yourself right now. Take your pen, take anything, or do it in air. When thumb is upward, when I wrap it up, it's moving anti-clockwise. Simple, very simple. Correct? Similarly, if you believe that the current is moving downward, if the current is moving downward, I'll keep my thumb downward. That's my thumb being downward. Now I'll wrap around. What do I see? Current's direction, magnetic field's direction changed to clockwise now. It was initially anti-clockwise, now it's clockwise. So this is how you find out the direction of magnetic field by using right hand thumb rule. This is your right hand thumb rule. Take it. Now, giving you the question here. Same question which we discussed. The magnetic compass needles rotate in the same direction or different directions. Guys, put your answer here right now in the chat. Let me see how many of you guys give the correct answer. You already know how to find out which is the correct option. Just use right hand thumb rule. You will be really happy to know that you got the correct answer. Go for it, guys. All the brilliant students, this is a higher order thinking skill question. Go for it. Come on, let me know what is the answer. Amazing. Amazing, guys. Amazing. Very good. I'll give you 5 more seconds. I can see many of you guys are still thinking. Go for it. Awesomely well done, guys. Awesomely well done. Crazy. Very good. Very good. Your time ends in 3, 2, and 1. Your time is up. Now listen very carefully. We have already stated that the current is moving in this direction. Correct? So if I consider that this is the wire, I'll just make it horizontal. I'll just make it horizontal for our convenience. So it's moving from same east to west. It's moving from same east to west. This is north, this is south, this is east to west. Basically, so this is the wire, current moving in east to west. So my thumb here moving from east to west. So I'll hold it. Now if you notice very carefully, my fingers are going to wrap around like that. Correct, it's going to wrap around like that. So when I look above this particular wire, my magnetic field is going from top to bottom. Correct, obviously it's going from top to bottom. That is the direction of magnetic field for this particular compass. Similarly, when I look at compass A, at the below part of the wire, you can clearly see that your magnetic field is going from bottom to up. Correct, it's going this direction. No, for compass A, it's going bottom to up. So, isn't that amazing to know? For both the compasses, for compass B, your simple thing that your compass is getting affected by a magnetic field which is moving from north to south. But for compass A, it is being affected by a magnetic field which is moving in a direction of south to north, from bottom to top. Basically, both of them are affected by the same magnetic field, but even though their positions are different below and above the wire, the direction of magnetic field is changing specifically for them. So guys, since the magnetic field for compass B direction is different than compass A, will they move in the same direction or will they move in different directions? It's pretty obvious they will move in different directions. Correct? Exactly correct. Awesomely well done, guys. Great job. Now you will not believe the next question which I gave you, this question which I gave you, it's the same question. Look at this. A current through horizontal power line. This is the question which came in CBSE 10 plenty of times for 2 marks. Can you believe that? Flows in east to west. Same question. What is the direction of magnetic field at a point directly below it, at a point directly above it? Same question is being asked. So now you know pretty clearly that both of them are moving in different directions. So, and the correct option will be obviously option B. Correct? It's from south to north below and from north to south above. That's it. That's it, guys. You have completely done the first part of this particular masterclass, that is understanding the magnetic field through a straight current carrying conductor. Bus! You know how to find out the direction, you know how to, what is right hand thumb rule, and you know if the current changes, what happens to magnetic field, everything you have understood. You know how does it look also. ठीक है? अब हम क्या करेंगे? I hope, but before moving forward, let me ask all of you guys. Understood? Is a thumbs up? All cool? Is it yo? Everyone, yo? All good? All cool till now? Completely fine? अगर ऐसा है, let's make it more interesting then. Let's move on to a part where now, instead of taking a straight conductor, now we'll bend it into a circle. So if I take this particular wire here, now this was a straight wire, now I'm going to bend it like a circle. About this is what we are going to learn now. ठीक है? चलो अब देखते हैं, if I change the circle, if I change the straight wire to a circle, does the shape of the magnetic field change? Let's check out that. Does it also become a triangle? Does it become a square shape? Does it become some random shape? Let's look into it. So right now, guys, we are moving forward to understand magnetic field through a circular coil. Through a circular loop. So as I said, a straight wire now bent into a circular coil. That's what we're learning. I want all of you guys for 10 seconds to look into both of the images. For 10 seconds, I need all of you guys to look into both of the images, because I am going to ask you guys a very interesting question. Again, a CBSE 10th question. You will not believe me, that's how easy the questions are. Go for it, guys. The time starts in 10, ends in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Your time is done, guys. Now the question which I want to put forward for all of you is this. Magnetic field lines at the center of a circular coil are circular in shape, closed loops, or they are parallel to each other, or they are open loops. Circular loops, I hope you guys know, closed loop is a full circle. Open loops are, it starts and goes somewhere. Correct. That's the question is. So what is it, guys? Circular, closed loops, parallel to each other, open loops. What is the correct option? I'll give you 5 seconds here to give me the options on the chat. 5 seconds. Very nice. Many of you guys have really good observing skills. Amazing. अच्छा. ऐसे हो गया. Very good. Amazing, guys. Amazing. Very nice. Very good, guys. Very cool. All of you guys are very brilliant. Exactly correct. Many of you guys got it correct. People who didn't get it correct, it's okay. होता है, कोई बात नहीं. The correct answer is obviously option C. Parallel to each other. Isn't that amazing? How can the magnetic field lines be parallel to each other? How can that happen? Let me show you how does it happen. Look at the images in front of you. Now this is a circular coil which you see in front. This is a circular coil. And a circular coil will only, or any coil will only produce magnetic field is if current is passing through it. That's it. Okay. So current is passing through it. Yes, there's a battery here, so obviously current is passing. Current is moving in a clockwise direction. Okay, it's moving in a clockwise direction. So let's try to understand now कि magnetic field कैसे generate हुआ. Obviously, when you look into it, a current is passing, so magnetic field must be generated. You know that. Let's try to understand what will be the direction of magnetic field. The best way to understand, as I already told you in the starting, I'll tell you the right way to understand it. I'll tell you the right way. So just look into it. This circular coil, guys, can we say that they are like straight conductors? Any circle is nothing but infinite number of points. Correct? Infinite number of points. They are like infinite number of points. Correct. A circle has infinite number of points on it. You guys know. So let's just not assume that they are points. Let's just assume that that circle is made up of finite, something like hundreds of or thousands of millions or something of straight conductors. Let us assume they're made up of straight conductors like this. The circular coil. Now, can I apply right hand thumb rule? Right hand thumb rule for each and every conductor? Can I apply? Obviously I can do. It's a straight conductor, so we can definitely do. Correct? So assuming that the current is moving clockwise, so if I denote it as here as going upward and here as going downward, right hand thumb rule applying. So for this conductor, for that particular conductor, this is the conductor. Current going upward, I'll rotate it up, wrap it up. So magnetic field going like that. For this conductor, again current moving in that direction. So current in this direction, I'll wrap it up. So I'll see again that this is the magnetic field. Again, magnetic field, magnetic field, magnetic field. Same way, we can find out that each and every point on that circular coil, you get a magnetic field in the circular direction itself. And they will be also like concentric circles. Same way as you have it for your straight conductor. Straight conductor में भी ऐसे ही था. Correct? The entire circular coil, we just assumed that they are like small straight conductors combined as a circle. So when I did that, I found out कि ये भाई सब जगह it says concentric circle only. हर एक point पे right hand thumb rule मैंने मान लिया. Simple as that. So that is what you see in this picture here. Correct. You see that the current direction, the magnetic field generated is like that. As simple as that. So in the case of a circular coil also, magnetic field generated are circular. Okay. Now coming back to the previous question which I asked you, at the center, sir, why it is parallel? Guys, if you look very carefully into it, it's a straight line. It's a parallel line. How do you get it? I will not say anything. Try to identify. I will not say anything. I'll not say it. You will be able to give the answer by yourself. Just look into this. I'll not say anything. This is my coil. Okay, this is my coil. Magnetic field being generated in circles. So here is my first circle. Second magnetic field. Third magnetic field. Fourth magnetic field. As you know, as I go far away from the coil, the magnetic field's radius becomes bigger and bigger. Cool. Next magnetic field. Next magnetic field. And finally one more magnetic field. What is happening? What's happening? Nothing is happening. All the magnetic fields remain circular, but the radius becomes bigger and bigger and bigger every time, and then ultimately it looks like by the time it reaches the center of the coil, it looks like all the magnetic fields are parallel to each other. It just looks like. It is not actually parallel, it just looks like. This ultimately will be forming a bigger circle somewhere. This will be ultimately forming a bigger circle somewhere. There are no doubts about it. Because I believe all of you guys remember the property of magnetic field, that magnetic fields are always closed loops. They are never open loops. If a magnetic field is generated, they must go and end somewhere. Correct? That's a very important point. Got my point? So they are never open loops, they are always closed loops. So these parallel lines are nothing but a part of a bigger circle. That's it. This brings me to a very important question which I would love to ask you guys. That is this. Look at this. Through which pole magnetic field emerge? I will now prove it to you. How can that circular coil be called as a magnet? I'll prove it to you now. If you can tell me the answer to this. Through which pole magnetic field emerge? To the north pole or to the south pole? You guys are brilliant enough to answer this, correct? North pole or option B, not option C. Oh my god. Okay, option B, south pole. Which is the answer? Very good. Amazing. I could see many of them. Okay. Now we imagined that the current is flowing in a clockwise direction, correct? तो ये है मेरा clockwise direction में current flow हो रहा है. You can see, okay, this is a clockwise direction, current moving forward. ठीक है? By using right hand thumb rule, I found out that the current is moving in this direction now. The magnetic field is moving in this direction now, correct? On the left hand side, this is my LHS, this is my RHS. Cool. So here I can see very clearly, magnetic field is generated this way. Correct? It's going downward this way. Well, look very carefully. It's going inside for this particular part. For LHS, keeping my thumb upward, the magnetic field goes inside and then comes outside this way. Correct? Comes outward this way and is going inside this way. Correct? Think very carefully. The place from where the magnetic fields come out, what is it called as? North pole or south pole? Very good. I'm thinking right. From the place from where all the magnetic field emerge out is called as north pole. Correct? So we can consider very clearly that this is a north pole. And the place where all the magnetic field get inside is called as a south pole. Correct? So it will be the same everywhere. North, south, north, south, north, south, north, south. So whenever a current in a circular coil moves in a clockwise direction, outer part of the circular coil will be a north pole, lower inside part will be a south pole. You can test this by bringing a magnet near it. You just get a magnet near this particular setup. Imagine this is the circular coil. Let's imagine this is the circular coil and the current is moving in clockwise direction. If I bring a magnet here, oh my god, too much of slip hands today. Okay, when I bring a magnet here and imagine this, the front part is north pole. Bring a magnet. Outside for this circular coil is north, here is also north. You will feel the repulsion because you know like poles repel each other. You will feel the repulsion. And if you bring it towards the south pole, you will feel that attraction. You will see that. Definitely feel that. Give it a shot. Now, my brilliant students, just guess what will happen if I make this current anti-clockwise. If I make the current's direction anti-clockwise, guys, just think and tell me what is going to happen. Very nice. Just think. Exactly correct. You will see that the magnetic field direction is also changing, and each and everywhere you can see that this north and south will also become opposite. This will become south, north, south, north, south, north. You can apply your right hand thumb rule and can conclude that. Let's not spend any more time on that. You have understood it very clearly, correct? Awesomely well done, guys. Awesomely well done. Amazing. If you just want to look actually the experiment, how does it look like? I'll show you the experiment. Look at this. This is how it looks like. It's a loop here, and you can see at both the ends, very clearly at both the ends, you can see that they are forming concentric circles. See, this is the copper wire in a circular loop, and a glass plate is kept exactly in between them. So it is kept like this. It's kept like this. It's inside now. Okay, it's like this, kept like that. So the iron fillings are on top of it, and when you turn on the current, you can see circular concentric circles are being formed. That's it. Cool. Awesomely well done, guys. Awesomely well done. I believe all of you guys understood that particular part. Okay. Now, interestingly, very amazingly, there is one very important, surprising thing which I would like to tell all of you guys is this. Okay, that is at Vedantu, we are launching a fast track course. Okay, this fast track course is going to start from 8th of October. So today is 6th of October, Saturday. So it's starting from Monday. And it's not only for physics, it's also for chemistry, mathematics, biology, and physics all together. It's going to have 2 sessions every week for each subject. Each session will be for 1.5 hours. Okay, so in total you will have 10 sessions per week, Saturday, Sunday excluded or something excluded. 5 days, 2 sessions every day. 10 sessions per week. That's all. You just remember that. Okay. So for physics you will have 2 sessions. For chemistry you will have 2. Biology you will have 2. Maths you will have 2, like that. Each session for 1.5 hours. We're starting a fast track course, and it will start in the month of October. It will end in the month of February. The entire syllabus would be covered by December end or January starting, and then we'll have continuous revision. Continuous revision we'll have. So yeah, that's the link right there. As you can see that the lightning deal is also going on. I'll show you the link. I'll open the link for all of you. It's www.vdnt.in/CBSE 10th. A lot of students have already joined this particular course. It's going to be really helpful for all of you if you just want to know. And also, if you open the link, you will find out that I'll be personally handling the physics. I'll be personally handling the physics subject, and you can see Nazwa ma'am will be handling chemistry. She is a very good teacher. All of you guys know. All of you guys seen her webinars already. And also the next, Shalini ma'am will be taking biology as well. She is also an amazing teacher. I'll be taking physics, and obviously Mridul sir will be taking mathematics. So all of the teachers are amazing. I don't know about me, but rest all of them are amazing. So the benefits of this course will be a very important thing. Anyways, we're covering the entire syllabus plus revision. Apart from that, every subject will have 20 subjective tests as well as objective tests covering the entire syllabus. After every chapter, you'll be getting this test, and also you'll be having 6 full subject tests. These are called as unit tests in Vedantu, where we'll have periodic tests. After every chapter, we'll be having a test for all the students. And then also one more thing, that all these sessions will be recorded. So you can watch them anytime you want. We'll be connected. The teachers and the students will be connected for 24 hours 7 on WhatsApp. You can ask any kind of a doubts, anytime, anything you want. Okay? And you can download the notes written by the teachers. You will be given all the notes from Vedantu. You will be given all the videos from Vedantu. So yeah, it's a really good thing. And yes, the lightning deal is going to end in the next 3 hours maybe. Yes, it's going on for 19,999, and also the actual price of the course is 30,000. So basically, check it out. If you are actually in need of a fast track course, then this is it, guys. Go for it if you want. Take it. So I'm really looking forward to see you guys in these sessions. I would love to have, because you guys are brilliant. Take it. So I believe all of you guys noted down the link. It's vdnt.in/CBSE 10, which is 10. Okay. Now you must be thinking, sir, what happened to solenoid, sir? There was one more topic in the solenoid part also, no? Guys, I know there is solenoid. I have put it after this. Okay. So this is the final part of this particular masterclass, where in the next 10 minutes, my dear students, you are done with about 40% of the chapter magnetic effects of electric current. 40%. You are done with it. Completely cool with it. Okay? So let's just check it out. Now many students have a doubt कि sir ये solenoid क्या होता है? Now the definition which comes for 1 mark in CBSE 10th, one clear simple mark for what is or defines solenoid. If I need to explain what is solenoid, I will say it's a coil. Just a coil. Okay, just look at it, it's a coil. You take a straight wire and just keep it turning. Make a spiral with it. That will be called as a solenoid. Bus. That's what is. That's the actual. You will not trust me when I say this. This is the actual definition of solenoid. You take a straight wire and you turn up as a spiral. That becomes a solenoid. Or in basic sense, a coil of any kind of a metal wire is called as a solenoid, through which one end is connected to one side of the battery and the other end is connected to other side of the battery, and the current passes through it. Okay, ऐसे you connect it up, this becomes a solenoid. Okay. Now the next question comes, why are we studying this? Oh boy, why are we studying this? Why do we need to study solenoid at all? Because guys, one very amazing thing which you guys must have known by now, something called as a electromagnet. Correct? All of you guys know about electromagnets? Yes, solenoids are one of the major components of an electromagnet, or we can simply say that this is an electromagnet. You pass electricity through it, it becomes a magnet. Now you will be amazed to see how sir, how does it become a magnet? Let me tell it to you. Let me show it to you. Now everyone concentrate. This is the last part of this master class. It's an amazing part. Just look very carefully. Just understand it crystal clear. Okay, guys, can we say that this coil, you see circular coil, are nothing but a combination of multiple circles connected with each other? Can we say that? It's nothing but a combination of multiple circles connected with each other. Correct. A spiral coil is nothing but a combination of multiple circular coils kept in a line and connected to each other. That's it. Cool with me? Completely cool. Correct? Now all my brilliant students, tell me very clearly what will be or how does the magnetic field inside a circular coil look like? All of you guys know the answer now. Quickly tell me on the chat, how does the magnetic field inside circular coil look like? It is parallel. It is a straight line. Correct? So for this circular coil, for this particular circular coil in front of you, straight line, straight line, straight line, straight line, straight line. So as a net magnetic field, if I find out the total magnetic field, the direction of it inside that solenoid, it would, my dear students, look like a perfect straight line. So a lot of magnetic field will be passing through the center of a solenoid like straight lines. All the magnetic field passing through it, straight lines. Okay? And surprisingly, you guys have understood that for a circular coil, sometimes outside is north, inside is south. Sometimes outside is south, inside is north. When does this happen? Whenever there is a clockwise current flowing through the circle, outside is north, inside is south. Whenever there is an anti-clockwise current flowing through the circle, outside is south, inside is north. Correct? We very clearly cleared that up. If you guys remember here, yes, here we cleared it up. When the direction of the current is from a clockwise, north is outside, south is inside, and the opposite happens. Vice versa happens for the other case. Correct? Same thing happens here. Same thing happens here. For circular, because it's nothing but a combination of circular coils. No. So, jab imagine karo, the current is flowing in clockwise direction, starting from here, ending at here. So it's a clockwise direction. Outside will be north, inside will be south. Cool. So you will find automatically the net magnetic field, all of them would be emerging out from here. क्योंकि inside है ना, तो ऐसे जा ही रहा है. So it will look like कि the magnetic field is coming out like that. And you will find very clearly that the magnetic field will look like that is going inside through this part. When I find out the total magnetic field, it will look like this. That from the front part, it's coming outward. From inside part, it's going, from the back part, it's going inside. So basically, can we call this particular section as North Pole and this particular section as South Pole? Because from that particular part, current magnetic field is coming out, and from this part, magnetic field is going in. Simple scenario. Can we call that? Hell yeah, we can call that. Correct? So if I show you guys the actual magnetic field through a solenoid, it looks like that. The total magnetic field. You can very clearly see here that one part from one end of the solenoid, all the magnetic field is coming out, hence that is the North Pole. From one part of the solenoid, all the magnetic field is going inside, hence that is the South Pole. So it just keeps on rotating like this. Now my dear students, the best thing to know is when I compare this particular picture with the picture of an actual magnet. This is an actual magnet, this is a solenoid. Solenoid and magnet, both of theirs magnetic field lines look the same. Same to same. From one end they come out, other end they go in, they form a circle every time. Inside the coil, they are parallel to each other. Inside the magnet, they are parallel to each other. None of the magnetic field lines intersect each other. None of the magnetic field lines intersect each other. At the ends, they are very crowded. At the poles, they are very crowded. All the magnetic field line properties of a magnet is followed by a solenoid. Hence, the first statement with which started this topic, that solenoid now is a magnet whenever electric current passes through it. Hence, it is a clear-cut case of why it is an electromagnet. That's it. बात खत्म guys. इतना ही था. आज के लिए तो बस इतना ही था. So I believe all of you guys enjoyed this particular part. I'll take a quick summary of whatever happened today. Okay. So we started with a very interesting story of Oersted. With that story, we were able to find out how did he discover this topic, and which helped us to understand what happens in a straight current carrying conductor. The magnetic field lines are concentric circles and the direction of them is given by right hand thumb rule. After that we took the straight wire and bent it up to a circular coil. We understood that the magnetic field lines are still concentric circle. Sometimes inside is south, outside is north. Sometimes it's the opposite, depending upon the direction of the current flowing through them. We also understood that through the center of the coil, it would be a straight line or a parallel lines. Then we came back to this solenoid part and we understood solenoid is exactly like a magnet because the properties are the same. And what is a solenoid? It's a combination of multiple circular coils kept together. Simple. So this was, according to me, the right way or right approach to learn them. This is how I learned them myself, and this is how I wanted or I wish that you would learn. Okay? But everyone has their own methods. If your method is better than this, go for it. Okay guys, but I have a small surprise for you again. I have a small homework. Okay? This I have not taught you guys yet, but I would love to see the responses from all of you. It had been amazing in this video. Let me know how do you guys respond after this video. Okay, let me know how many of you guys are crazy about electricity. Which rule do we follow to find out the direction of magnetic field current in a solenoid? Which rule do we follow to find out the direction of magnetic field / current in a solenoid? Both of them we can find out with one single rule. People who are very enthusiastic, who are like, sir, we'll learn this, go for, we'll do it. No, I'm lazy, it's fine. If you guys are lazy, it's okay. It's completely okay. I'm also very lazy, but if you will do it, let me know the answers on the comment below. Definitely do that. I would love to see all of your comments. I would personally, reply to them. And also, if possible, you can send me the mail also. Here is my email ID. The email ID to contact me is this, k.abhishek@vedantu.com. Here is my email ID. You can send me your doubts about today's webinar. You can send me your answers for this particular webinar. If you want me to take any other particular video for any topic from CBSE 10th standard, please do let me know. I will go with the majority. Okay, definitely I'll go with the majority. This session I took because I got a majority of students telling me to take this particular part. Hey guys. So with that, guys, I'll end the video for session for today. I'll remind you once again that the link for joining the sessions was vdnt.in/cbse10. Go for it and let me know if you guys are joining. Let me know. Take it. So bye bye, guys. I hope all of you guys enjoyed it. Until the next time, this is Abhishek, Master Teacher of Physics, saying you guys bye bye, signing off. Ta-da. Take care and all the best. Thanks a lot.